Hello, welcome back to Paul's Racing Channel 2, the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by W Energy Drinks, Drinks for Gamers, and Eldridge Air Conditioning. So we're on to race 2 from round 7 of the Porsche Cup Championship. We're at the Michelin Raceway, Road Atlanta, and well, it's a night race. It's late at night, actually. Quite unusual to be racing at this time of the evening, but it is what it is, and it's going to be fun and games under the floodlights and under the headlights for this second 19 lapper. Right, so, well, if it's anything to go by with the first one, I'm looking forward to this second one. Let's see how they get on, and let's go through the grid. So, Sideways George in pole position, Stealth there he is in second, Seamus in third, Brian Mechanic in fourth, Love Rocket in fifth, Slowpoke sixth, Brownie seventh, Paul in eighth, Brian McCartney in ninth, James Stephen in 10th, Inky 11th, and Dyson in 12th. Let's get this one then. Let's get it underway. Still loads of crowd here. They're not going home there. No worried about losing a bit of sleep as we see the guys over the line and away we go. Getting their money's worth today, these spectators. Ready, pull up the inside of Brownie at turn 1. Remember, we've got a selection of tyres, haven't we? Hards and mediums out here. I think Paul's on that medium tyre. But making past Brownie on the hard tyres. Barney's also having a look, and he's going to also be... Well, he's on hards, actually, so Brian's already giving it large through the S's. James Stephen, medium tyres. Inky, hard tyres. Dyson on mediums. So real selection of tyres out here, Inky. Sideways on the hard tyres as well. Stealth, who's on the mediums, takes them up and along the back straight now. What a shot of the guys coming through here. Look at this. All the headlights ablaze. Brilliant shot. What a great shot that is. So we see Love Rocket rods with them yellow headlights. Having a look at Brian the Mechanic down here at the chicane. Oh, Brian's off. Brian the Mechanic is off. He did a bit of a brownie, but he's gone right off, and he's going to be falling all the way back down pretty much to second from the back in 11th place. So got it all wrong there, didn't he, Brian? Let's have a look. He obviously just outbroke himself. It's under pressure from Love Rocket. I don't think Love Rocket was going to make the move. Just didn't get it right at all. Couldn't get it turned, could he? So that's unusual. On the hard tyres though, so maybe feeling weren't quite there after one lap. Perhaps the heat just weren't in there, but look at this battle with this lot. James going up the inside. I think we just moved them, just missed the move actually. Let's have another look to see James. As we see him going past Brownie, we've got Slowpoke and Paul, the two teammates, and James goes up the inside of both of them. So both of them got a bit of a poor exit out of the chicane. That said, James said thank you. I'll take it full from you if you don't mind. So the two teammates, then we've got Dyson up the inside of Brownie. So Dyson now already up to 7th from the back. Through on those medium tyres is Dyson. Next in line for him are the two teammates, Paul and Slowpoke. Over the top. Make a move here. Don't think he will. Two teammates are very close. Paul's now going to have a look up the inside of Slowpoke. It's a little bit of door to door, but Dyson's up the inside. A bit of a sandwich move, but he's got it done. Oops, let's go back. Let's have a look. There was a little bit of contact, weren't there, between Paul and Slowpoke. Here, Paul's going up the inside of Slowpoke, and I don't know if Slowpoke see him or not, but either way, there's a little bit of contact there, a little gap for Dyson. He said, I'll take you both of them. Paul slowed down a little bit. So that is teammate go past him. Sort of pulled over, but then his teammate said, no, you go. So now Paul's again on the attack of Dyson, but he's not going to go around the outside there. Brownie up the inside of Slowpoke as well. But then gets it a bit slow through there. Slowpoke's going to get it back around the outside, final corner. Yeah, keeps it down. Oh, and it's running wide, and all behind them. What's happening between Inky and Brownie? It's a little bit of Brownie went off. Let's have a look. It's getting a little bit messy here, isn't it? Brownie tried the attempt on Slowpoke. He ran wide. Inky was then the inside. Actually got, yeah, he kind of got. I don't think there was much contact there. Inky obviously thought he did touch him, so he slowed down and let Brownie go back. He just caught his back end. I think Slowpoke's off. Slowpoke's taking a lot of grass. So that was obviously turn one. Let's have a look. Just went wide, did he? He's on his own. Just couldn't get it turned on those medium tyres. So does a bit of grass cutting. Impressive work not to hit any of the holding boards anyway. So good bit of driving on the grass, but obviously not where he wants to be. So back to 11th for Slowpoke. So little bits of stuff going on there for Slowpoke. It's a bit of a messy lap for him that last time round, but he'll get that going again. Be back up and running. So maybe just got to try and get that momentum again as Brian the Mechanic has a look at him now. Slowpoke then will recover from that and go again, not a problem. Stealth still leading this race. Seamus now attacking him down here through into the chicane, but Stealth's not giving it to him. He said no way. And Love Rocket also right up behind Seamus with James Stephen also pushing Love Rocket rods along as they go through. Now, this is exactly what Stealth wants these three to start fighting. If he can stay out there, Stealth, just what he wants. James then chasing down Love Rocket. Seamus ahead of them in second. Sliding it through from James. Just got that a bit wrong. But Love Rocket looking like he wants a bit of Seamus. Down here. And behind them we've got Dyson coming through. There he is. So up to fifth he goes from the back. He's already eyeing up that first place after 4 laps. James, bit of a wiggle moment. Dyson's going to take him around the outside. Yeah, just allowed Dyson to get that exit better than what James did. James just had that, as I say, that little back end just almost come round on him. To control it, lift a little bit. And obviously that allowed Dyson to make the move as James has another look. Nope, not that time. Then we've got Paul in 5th place. And over the top, Brian Moncani in 6th. Inky 7th. He's coming in now. He's on those tyres, so he's in after 4 laps. Slowpoke to 9th. So there you go. Already he's making moves. He's 8th now because of Inky. So 8th place now for Slowpoke. So he's getting back to full speed. Stealth in 9th. So Stealth, who was leading it by some, wasn't he? To start with, has dropped all the way back down to 9th place now, Stealth. After leading the race for several laps. Inky just coming out now. Brian the Mechanic's also just coming out. Sideways George in 12th. Just come out just behind Brian the Mechanic up here through this difficult blind right-hander. He'll stay in 12th place for Sideways. He's obviously been in as well. It's like fresh rubber fuel there. So he's on the mediums till the end. Seamus is our leader now. He's being chased down by Dyson in second, who both of these actually have yet to come in. Quite a few yet to come in actually, so these two will need to stop, but both on medium tyres, so they won't be thinking about that at the moment. Only 6 laps in. So with that 1:18.6. It's not quite as quick as his fastest lap at race 1, but then with it being night time. Oh, and he picks up a half a second penalty as well. With it being night time, that the track temperature's not going to be quite as hot now, is it? So I don't think them times be achievable. I could be proved wrong, of course. As I say, long way to go, so we'll see. And Dyson's going to take that half a second off, and Paul's also got one. So second and third place guys both having penalties to scrub off. James will close in then on fourth place. Looking at Paul now, down here through the chicane. Hard rocket rods. These are all medium, the top 5 guys all on medium tyres. Starting lap 7. Got Brian there in 6th place. First of our hard tyre guys. So he's running in for quite a while, into 6-7 laps now with that hard tyre on. I imagine he'll be in soon to put on the mediums. Slowpoke, so on the mediums, up to 7th now. Downey, 8th place. Stealth 9th. Key 10th. He's been in, of course. Mediums now. Brian the Mechanic also has been in and he's out on mediums too. Sideways also in. So we have got a few mediums at the back there, but they're the guys that already use their hard tyres. Seamus looking good out front at the moment, and he's still holding off Dyson. It's not really caught up Dyson, so Seamus doing a good job there to keep him at bay. Only now and in for his stop. Dyson just sizing up his opportunities. Knows that there's no immediate rush to try and go for the lead. He knows that, like him, Seamus has got to come in. So again, this could be another race in pit lane. Depends on what laps they decide to come in. I think I would imagine they'll run it as far as they can on the fuel, the tyres, before they make that decision. Be probably not the best thing to do otherwise. Difficult entrance to the pit lane here, because you've got to stay over to that right hand side all the way down that hill and try not to get yourself a penalty, but there's going to be a few penalties dished out from going across the pit lane line. And it's, as we watch James now applying the pressure all over the back of Paul. Paul just now maybe struggling a little bit on those medium tyres. James also on the mediums, but James clearly with a bit more pace than Paul at this stage. He's right up behind him through the S's here. He could make a move down here, maybe at the right hand. It depends on the exit he gets here, up and over the top. That doesn't look close enough at that point. He won't make that move. Maybe down the back straight. It's his next opportunity into the chicane at the end. What sort of exit does he get here? What sort of exit does Paul get? Oh, James took a lot of curb, but that's not going to help him. He might still get a bit of drafting. A slip off of Paul here. It's a long back straight here, so he's got a bit of time. Just don't think he can quite get into range to get the job done. No, that's too far back. Oh, when it's Paul up the back, he's going to back off James, of course. He's going to allow Paul to take that third. Oh, whether that was Paul doing a bit of braking too early, whether that was James braking too late, but anyway, he gives stays behind, gives that place to, or keeps that place for Paul in third. James in fourth. Now, of course, Love Rocket where it all slowed down now, is now got himself onto the back of these two and into 5th place. So we've got a 3-car battle. Lap 10. James looking strong again. Back on it again on Paul, and may well have another go at that. It's closer this time at the right-hander, double right-hander. First one, not going to get the second one either. Can he get a better exit though? Thought had a little bit of a slidey moment, and he is closer. James is certainly going to be on for move down there at the chicane. Paul will obviously try and stay to the left as much as he can, but he's going to have to switch down to the right just there. And James said, I'll have it. And this is where they collided last time, but James is going to get it, I think. Paul lets him have that, and Paul just gets a little bit of the inside curve, and now James gets a bit of the outside curve, and that's going to allow Paul back again. So switching backwards and forwards here, this battle. And Glove Rocket, yeah, he's just watching it develop. So let's see, James up the inside here. Got the job done at this point. Paul grabbed a bit of the inside curve, then James ran it too far on the outside. He had a moment. That's allowed Paul back around the outside up to 3rd place. So we are as we were starting lap 11. Love Rocket, as I say, not getting involved yet. James still all over the back of Paul. Let's see how Slowpoke's getting on. 6th place for him. He's on his own. Got a huge gap back to Brian Moncani. What's happened here? He's obviously been in, and these are the guys that come into the pit lane. Stealth hasn't even been in pit lane because his tyres are still on the mediums. It's a long gap back to Brian from Slowpoke, so whatever's happened there, well, I'm not too sure, but that's a massive gap back. Stealth in 8th still, Inky in 9th. He's not really getting any further up the order, is he, Inky? Mechanic in 10th, Brownie in 11th, and Sideways in 12th, chasing him down. Oh, Brownie's off. Brownie's having a go at doing a bit of a slow poke. Oh, but he's hit the boarding. He's not quite as skilled on the grass as what Slowpoke was. Slowpoke did a great job of missing all the boards. Brownie said, who cares about the boards, we'll take them out. But back to 12th, that means, for him. Dyson and Seamus still finding out, and this is getting close up here at the front, isn't it? James Stephen in now, in mediums, is in. Coming out on hard, so doing quite a few laps on the hard tyres for James. I wonder if he needed, whether the fuel was an issue, or maybe the tyres even, for James. It's obviously time to come in for him, but Seamus is still within touching distance almost of Dyson, isn't he, here in 2nd place. Paul in 3rd. Rocket in 4th. Slowpoke 5th. So here he goes up into the top 5 now is Slowpoke, and we know that he's got his top 5 have got a huge gap back then to Brian Moncani. In fact, it's James who's in 6th now ahead of Brian Moncani. James has obviously been in and come out in 6th place because he was fighting with Paul, wasn't he, in 4th? So lost a couple of places there. Into the pit lane. Brian Moncani. Still a big gap back from Slowpoke to James. Key 8th, Brian 9th, Sideways George in 10th. Brownie in 11th, and Stealth now in the pits, coming out in the pit lane, so he's back in 12th place now, but he's now on the hards. So these boys still running it to the end, both. Dyson particularly not got a great deal of fuel left, but if he had enough to do, he's actually caught up with Stealth now, who's obviously just come out on the hard tyres, which is why he could potentially be lapped here, and he does. Dyson passed him. Seamus also, imagine, will go past. Stealth trying to hang on, just can't quite get the heat in those tyres yet, can Stealth. Of course, as I say, these two are still going to come in, so we'll get back onto the lead lap. We'll Stealth once that happens, when that happens. Seamus makes his move now. past Stealth into the chicane. All in third place. He's falling back now off the back of both Seamus and Dyson's. There's Love Rocket. Remember, all of these guys, the top four, all got to come in now. Dyson's in, so our second place guy, Dyson, or was our leader, wasn't he actually, has come in. Seamus has decided he's staying out for one more. So he does take that lead. Now what can he do? He's not got to worry too much about Stealth at this point. Stealth's been lapped. So what kind of lead can he get himself before he comes in next time around over Dyson? Is he going to have enough to come back out in front? Dyson's still in the pit lane. Coming out now is Dyson. So Dyson just exiting pit lane now. Comes out in 5th place. Seamus in 2nd. Paul now up to 2nd. Rocket up to 3rd place. Now these guys, Paul's got quite a bit of fuel left. Rocket will be coming in this time. Paul might get one more lap on him. He might think Seamus will obviously be in. So actually Paul could take the lead here for at least a lap anyway, let's put it that way. If he doesn't come in, he's got enough to just do one more. All depends what he decides to do, but Love Rocket certainly will be in. Our leader Seamus will be coming in any second now. Stay to the right hand side here. That's over the line. That's going to be a 3 second for Love Rocket. Seamus is in, Love Rocket's in. So Paul does take out and does stay out for one more. He's got quite a big gap back now too. Slowpoke's in as well from 4th. So Paul and Dyson, Dyson's coming back to what? Just coming round through the final corner now. Going through the S's, so he's got a fairly big gap. Dyson takes 3rd place. Seamus actually comes out ahead of him, but he's got a 3 seconds as well for cutting that corner. We know Love Rocket will do. This is what's going to happen. Guys are going to be coming in and coming out and getting 3 second penalties. So Dyson will take that 2nd place off of Seamus because of that penalty. So he will get the 2nd place back. Love Rocket, yep, I suspected he would as well, looking at him going in. James in 5th, Brian close behind in 6th place, Inky 7th. Slowpoke in 8th, and he also got that 3 second penalty. Brian the Mechanic in 9th, Brownie 10th, Sideways 11th, Stealth in 12th. So we see Paul now is going to be coming in this time round, I think. He's going to stay round now. Does he cut it? Does he get? He could get it as well. So he could actually fall foul to that 3 second penalty too. Seamus is taking his 3 seconds off. That will now promote Dyson up to 2nd place, just like that. He's coming down to the final chicane. Paul's obviously in pit lane now, just fueling up. Where will he come out? He's coming out now, Paul, but I think Dyson might just grab him at the end of pit lane. Paul's just trundling down pit lane now, coming out. Where is he? He's back to 2nd place is Paul. Just coming out now, and there goes Dyson, and there is that 3 second penalty. Seamus is going to grab him as well. So Paul back to 3rd place. Seamus gets that 2nd, Dyson in 1st. So this battle at the top between Dyson and Seamus continues. We're fresh to the end now. At 16 and 19, Paul's got that 3 second penalty, but he's got big enough gap behind him. Back to James to. He won't be losing a spot. But James is under pressure from Brian. That's James's immediate attention. Not about how far Paul is ahead of him. He's looking at Brian who's behind him, and Inky's close behind as well. Love Rocket's not that far behind, so sliding it through Brian. Oh, that's a big slide from Brian. He's going to lose that place to Inky. There was no doubt about that. Couldn't get any traction at all, Brian. So he's lost that 5th place. Paul's taken his penalty off. He's just going through shot now. So obviously James will catch up. It's not going to be close enough. Paul going into the chicane now. This could come down to being quite close. This 3rd and 4th place between Paul and James. as he starts lap 17. We're looking at 3 laps left now of this second race. Sparks flying through as they hit the curb on the inside. Love Rocket as well in 7th. So everyone's done everything now in terms of stops. They can go right to the end now. It's all about who's got the most to give here at the end with the tyres and the fuel situations. Obviously, you would have only just put enough fuel in to see the race out. Wouldn't have fueled right up. That goes without saying, but who's put enough in and who hasn't? James still, half a second, track limits for that. Taking that left-hander over across the curb. So just when he was catching up with Paul, he's now just going to fall back a little bit, out of reach. That might even allow Inky to take that 4th place, and possibly even Brian as well, depends on what sort of run they get. So Inky now, stay with him. James would have taken it off now. Inky's going to be having a challenge down there at the chicane. Don't think Brian's going to have a go, but Inky's passed, or Brian might have a go, knowing Brian. He does, and he actually takes both. What a move from Brian. Now what happened there? Because Inky got the job done on. Now Inky fighting back, and James fighting back. Free aside, free abreast, going up, down through the final corner. What a race this is here. Wow. Let's have a look. Let's go back and see what happened here, because I'm intrigued to know how Brian done that, or what happened, because Inky was attacking James ahead, wasn't he? And then Brian just lunged straight down. Actually, it ended up being quite a clean move. Well, it was a clean move. There was no contact from any of them. And then this little triple battle going on up the top, across the hill, over down the other side. James getting that inside line, and it's all tough and fast and furious through there. Behind them is Love Rocket. He's through. What a battle this is, Brian. Oh, and that was a little tag on the back of James, I think, from Brian. So really pushing hard is Brian. Oh, and there's James, and he did go off. There's the touch. James, does he go off? He goes off as well. We know that Brian's spun it. Oh, and he hits the barrier. Does James gets it on reverse now? Brian's facing the wrong way, so we had 2 cars off at this point. Damage for James, and then slope open. Brian goes through 6th and 7th place for them boys. That means James back to 8th, Brian back to 10th, and Brownie between them in 9th. So, all going on here, back into this race on the penultimate lap actually. The action and drama. Calm and collected up here though, Dyson. From Seamus. From Paul. Top 3 looking okay there as they come to complete the penultimate to start the final. Inky now to 4th place, benefiting from all that drama ahead of him, and also Love Rocket up to 5th because of that from James and Brian Moncarney. Slowpoke and Brian the mechanic this time having a battle. Brian the mechanic up the inside. Does he get his stop though? Does Slowpoke get the switch back here? I don't think he does. Brian Mechanic will keep that 6th place. Slowpoke to 7th. Good move from Brian the Mechanic through the chicane, but Slowpoke will take that 7th place. Starting the final lap now. James in recovery mode, but I don't think he's going to get any more than what he's got here in 8th place. Slowpoke still attacking Brian ahead of them. Brownie in 9th. Brian Moncarney in 10th. It's his race over. Sideways in 11th and Stealth, who hasn't really recovered in 12th place after his stop, just gone backwards a little bit, so I don't know what the problem was there, but Sideways, not a lot of fuel left, but obviously on the last lap now, so obviously on that to perfection. Likewise Dyson, he's going to be almost running on fumes by the time this race stops, but he has only got a couple of corners left as we watch him now take the double victory here at Road Atlanta. Congratulations to Dyson, well done. Gets victory number 2 from round 7. Seamus with a good 2nd place, well done to Seamus. Paul will come in that 3rd and final podium place in 3rd place. Inky will grab 4th ahead of Love Rocket. 5th, Brian the Mechanic will hold off Slowpoke. This is a bit better from Bright, and a bit of a disastrous race one, didn't he? But better for him. 6th place for him. Ahead of Slowpoke in 7th. James Stephen 8th. Brownie in 9th. Ryan Moncani coming in 10th place. Just roll it across the line. Sideways in 11th. Stealth. We want to forget this race with Stealth, but comes in 12th place. So there's your round 7 complete. And we will move on to Suzuka, our next stop for the championship. That well, I think we might be in for a race and a half at that one, so join me for that next time. Keep your eyes on the channel. Hope you enjoyed all the action tonight. I certainly did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.